What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the MegaKraft server, MegaKraft Reborn. We are on episode 5, and last episode we made this beast of a tower. This thing is a beast, and I haven't done a whole lot of work on it yet or anything like that, except for, you know, just finishing it last episode. No interior work yet, but that will come with time. I just wanted to start things out up here. It looks so good. Look at the view from up here. This is actually towards the back of my base. There's my little mushroom hut. If we come over here, we can see out into just, you know, the main area. Spawn is just right over there, so can't quite see it from my render distance, but it's alright. How is everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing good. I hope everyone's loving the series. And yeah, last episode I asked you guys what we should name this tower. And a lot of you guys left some awesome suggestions, and I want to thank you for that. But I think, you know, just after sitting on it and, you know, going through some different names and stuff for this tower, I think we're just going to call it Tooth's Tower. Very basic, very simple, but I think it explains everything. It's the tower made by Tooth, which is me. So let's hop down here. We are going to run over to the zombie farm. I want to quickly show you guys something that I did that changed it up just a little bit, and then we'll get started with today's episode here. Okay, so here's the zombie farm. Not too fancy or anything like that from the outside, and there's the lava right there. Let's just hop in real quick. And right here, I changed some things up. There's some soul sand here, and you can see I've got some instructions as well. Zombie farm instructions. Number 1, wait for zombies. 2, when ready to kill, pull the lever, Kronk. If anyone gets that reference, you are awesome. Number 3, press the button and punch the zombies. Please reset. Alright, so first it says wait for zombies. So there's a zombie. Let's just wait a little bit longer. Okay, there's a couple zombies. There we go. Now number 2, when ready to kill, pull the lever. So let's go ahead and pull the lever. I'm ready to kill. And now press the button and punch the zombies. Alright, so I press the button. There's a light that just came on somewhere. I'm going to start punching the zombies. And they float up and disappear. And oh, XP and rotten flesh flies down. So yeah, what I actually did is I've got a sign just right behind this, right there. This button actually goes to a dispenser that dispenses lava, and this lever goes to a piston that blocks the roof. So basically when I punch them, I'll do it again here. When I punch them, they're going to swim up into the lava, and their head will just get stuck inside the lava. They'll burn and drop their XP. Now this system works pretty well, but it would be better if I had a sticky piston that went over the top of this. And right now it's actually just a regular piston. Like I could probably go like that, and you might be, no, you can't see it. I can break this though. But yeah, you can see there's just a regular piston there. If it's just a sticky piston with a block, it might work a little bit better. But you know, it's just a real basic design that I can just kill the zombies with one hit, because the other system used to be really flawed. I would have to sit here and punch them, even if I damaged them with the fire before, and it just was not that good of a system. So this works a lot better. I can go like that, let them in, light the fire, and then just punch them all at once, and then just gonna float up to the top, and I just wait for them to die, and I just collect all the XP right here. I think some of the stuff actually burns in there, which could be a problem, so I might have to try and figure out something else to fix the system, but that's alright. It works good enough as is. And yeah, let's go ahead and throw some armor on. I made some tooth boots. I was actually enchanting some boots, and I got Depth Strider, so I combined them with my old feather falling boots, and they're looking pretty good. I do want to get Unbreaking, or sorry, what is it? Protection 4. That's what I want to get on it. And then it should be pretty much perfect from there. But yeah, these things are pretty awesome. I can run around through the water and everything like that, and not worry about fall damage. So why don't we get started on what we're going to do for today. So I just came back to my base, and I saw this special package. I'm not sure what it's going to be. Paper. Strippergram coupon, 25% off. That sounds like Gus. It sounds like Gus has got a stripper business going on where you can call a strippergram. I might have to use that and give somebody a strippergram. Why do we have chickens up here? I'm gonna kill you and you. Alright, so I was thinking pretty soon here we're gonna want to do some villager trading. And this setup is just so I can get more than 2 villagers. And now I've got 2 villagers. I've been trying to get a couple of extra farmers, and so I've got one farmer right here, and let's see, that's a armorer. And then this guy, he looks like a farmer, but he's actually a Fletcher. Now I'm trying to get 2 farmers, and what I'm going to do with those 2 farmers is I'm going to set up an infinite villager breeder. And the cool thing about it is that they're going to be able to plant and reharvest crops, and I'll never have to come back and trade with them to make them breed again. So the thing is, that Fletcher, he's not a farmer. He's going to have to go. What's that guy? Oh, and he's a leather worker. They're both going to have to go. So I'm going to kill him real quick and run out of here before they blame me for the death. I was never here. And hopefully we can get a farmer pretty soon. And as soon as I do, I'll be able to make an infinite villager breeder. We'll see how time goes for this episode. I doubt we'll get to it today. But I just wanted to let you know that's why I haven't done anything with those villagers yet. This right here. So I haven't done anything on the interior, but you can see we've gotten vines finally. It opened up far enough in the world border that I could go over and get some vines. I've been growing them just down here because it's like a long way that it can keep on growing, so I don't have to come back. So yeah, I'm probably going to harvest those pretty soon here. I've already got like a stack of vines. And I put this nether portal here. This was the plan, to have my nether portal actually right here. This is what's going to link my base to the main area. So let's go inside here. And, oh yeah. That all right there, me and RoyalDezmo had a mishap with a bunch of zombie pigmen attacking us. Are they still mad at me? I don't think they're mad at me anymore. What I ended up having to do is go really high into the nether ceiling and run far away and wait like 5 minutes for them all to just despawn and then come back, and then that fixed it. But we're going to go over into spawn. This is just the spawn portal here. Now we don't have any kind of nether hub set up yet, but that's something that everybody wants to have done. But here is what I wanted to show you. You probably saw this from RoyalDezmo, but we're working on a spawn pad. Now I did the M, and RoyalDezmo's basically done everything else. But yeah, it looks awesome. It's really cool, really detailed, all fancy like. And the best part about it, the M. Oh, I just broke that. Whoops, don't look. But yeah, we've got pumpkins underneath all of the red, so it provides light, so we don't get any mobs spawning on here. And then these are carpets, and then we've got just half slabs right here, so mobs can't spawn on that. And it makes it look like 3D. It kind of sticks out, and it's really cool. So yeah, that is the spawn pad. Not a whole lot has gone on around here yet, around spawn, but I would love to set up a shop pretty soon, and I have an idea for a shop. The problem is, oh, look, we got a bunch of chicken in here. Man, this thing is working awesome. One thing that I did change about this, though, is when I built it on camera, I put a slab under there. I actually changed it out for a cauldron, and it works a lot better. It has a better hitbox for the chicken to sit in, and you lose less chicken that way. So, just a heads up, if you're going to build that, switch it out for a cauldron, and you should be good to go. One other thing I want to show you is way over this way, something that I finally found and I've been looking for forever. Like literally forever. It would have been nice to have it earlier on when we were all trying to like survive and we're starving and everything like that, but it's not too big of a deal. Let's just keep running over here. I don't think I'm gonna cut, because I mean, we're all within the world border. Everything's kind of close, somewhat anyway. Look at that tower though, by the way, from here. It looks so cool. By the way, I did try the suggestion with the netherrack on fire. I didn't like it as much. I don't like the color of the netherrack. It's too dark, and it's not as red. So, still need to find a way to light up the top so that mobs don't spawn on the rings. I might just leave it as is and hope creepers don't drop down on me. Okay, are we there? Oh yeah, right there, the torches. Okay, so, I have been looking for this forever. Forever, guys. I didn't know if there would be one on here, but yep, you can see it right there. A spawner. Guess what kind of spawner it is? That's right. Skeleton spawner. You can see the little skeleton spinning around. I should really not have the ladder going down from right here, because that seems a little bit dangerous. Like I might I don't know. I feel like I might just come down here and a creeper will blow it up or something like that. I don't know. But we got a zombie over there. We are going to make a skeleton farm. I don't know if it'll be an XP farm. I might do an XP farm just because we'll have to be here anyways, AFKing, for skeletons to come and collect. I just really want a bunch of bones so that I can make like farms, and I want to make my wheat farm again, my automatic wheat farm. So that's what we're going to be doing with this. I'm going to dig over this way though, and this is going to be kind of my workstation. So that is what we're going to be doing for this episode. We are going to build the skeleton farm, and we'll be able to get a bunch of bones. And once we have that, then we can make our automatic wheat farm. I'm going to put it in my village, my home area, and just make a building actually for it. And we'll have an automatic wheat farm that can make carrots and potatoes as well. And yeah, we should be rolling in the good food, getting a bunch of wheat and stuff like that so we can breed. And maybe we'll have to make that cow farm I made last time too. But let me go ahead and make an exit out of here real quick so I can get rid of that. And I'll see you guys in just a little bit. Man, the more I look at that, the more I really like it. That tower turned out so good. Don't really mean to toot my own horn, but I can build a pretty mean tower. Yeah, I really like it. I really want to get the sea lanterns in there though. We have about, I can show you, well, I don't know, it's kind of far away, I'll just tell you. We have a guardian or underwater ocean temple, whatever they're called. We have one out in that bay over by Gus's house. It hasn't opened up yet because there's a world border still in the way. What am I doing down here? But it's pretty close. I would say within about 2 to 3 weeks or so, we'll be able to get out there and open it up and grab some of those sea lanterns. But right now it's closed off. We'll probably do like a server-wide event and actually go in there together. I just wanted to grab some of that because that's what we're building it out of. But yeah, we're probably going to go out into that ocean monument as soon as it opens up, and we'll start killing some guardians. Kill the elder guardians and everything like that. It'll be fun. All kinds of good fun. So, I've done a little bit of work at the skeleton farm here. We'll run over and check really quick. I had a thought though. Something really cool popped into my mind about a way that we can get down into the skeleton farm. Right now we have a ladder. We might actually keep that same ladder or somewhere, something near it. But we're kind of like right on the edge of the water here in this little bay. And so I was thinking maybe in order to get into the skeleton farm, on top of here we'll build some building. And the building I was thinking of is maybe like a little fishing hut shack type thing right here. And it'll be right on the edge of the water. We can have a dock that you walk out on and do some fishing. And then there will be just, you know, a little trapdoor with a ladder and you can go down inside it. So that'll be cool. I can make the water look a little bit better, maybe a little deeper. And that'll be where we can do some fishing and then come down in here and AFK and kill some of these skeletons. But yeah, look what I did in this room. So the walls I'm just going to do with polished andesite. Just because nice clean look. The roof, we've got all these. I had to move it just like this so that it gets, you know, it's the perfect amount of light so it stops them from spawning. So yeah, we've got that, which is just all wired up from up here, just with the lever right now. So that's good. So I can actually work on this without having to worry about the skeletons getting me right now. I need to make this a lot deeper though, and then figure out the killing mechanism, which I just, you know, I'm going to do right now. But I'm going to do a little bit of digging on camera because there's something else I wanted to talk to you guys about. Now, I think I said earlier, I'm not sure if that was in if I recorded it or not. I think I said something about I'm wanting to build a shop at spawn, and I never told you what the shop is, but I'll tell you right now. One thing, let me just start off by saying one thing that's kind of a problem on the server is there's not very much sand at all. The only sand that we have is like beached areas and like near little water pools and stuff, and that stuff is going to go by so quick. It's so hard to find like an actual good amount of sand, and so nobody can really make glass around here. Well, there's another way you can make glass that a lot of people don't realize, and that is just with villagers. You can just buy glass from them. And so I think what I'm going to do is as soon as I get my villager system up and running, I'm going to breed some, collect a few of the librarians, and I can trade with them. I can get some glass from them, and I'll open up a glass shop at spawn. And that'll be really useful. A lot of people are always going to want to get some glass inside their builds, and so I think people will be happy about it. It'll be, I don't know, it'll be a fun building to make as well, because I had some ideas. Maybe I'll build the whole building out of glass, or mostly out of glass, so it's kind of see-through, and then I can color it some cool colors, things like that. It'll be pretty cool. So that's kind of the plan, but first things first, I need to get a villager system up and running so that I can collect some glass better. So that's kind of the plan for hopefully next episode is what I get. I wonder how far I need to dig down here. Let's see. that's just about good here. I'm not sure the direction that I'm going to move all these guys in so that I can kill them and collect them. But one thing that I do want to try is actually make like a window that I can watch the skeletons from. Because I normally don't do that. I normally just close it off and then have it collect them. But I think it'd be cool if in the area that we killed all the skeletons, we can watch them spawn in as well. We know that it's working. So I'm going to try and do something like that. I might actually make it either with glass or with iron bars would be cool as well. I'll do a little bit of experimenting, but I think I'm going to do a little more off camera, and I'll be back with you guys in a little bit when we have some progress. Alright guys, so check it out. I've done a lot more since you last saw me. I've actually worked out the way that I'm going to do all of the redstone and control everything. It's going to be pretty cool actually. I'm going to switch out one thing really quick. We're actually going to put a piece of soul sand right here, just like that. Alright, and it's going to be pretty cool. Let me go ahead and do the run through here. First things first though, we're actually going to have the same thing right here. Now that's actually not supposed to be water. And I forgot to grab a bucket of lava. That's alright. So we're going to have the same little device set up right here. Now they're going to land on this piece of soul sand that's inside of here. But right now I'm using this as an access way. So let me put that dirt back. And then we have this, which is the piston that extends out and back. I realized, though, with this piston, if I extend it, there is a little bit of a different hitbox rather than a regular block. You can see some of them might be able to actually, it'll probably be easier if I just stand on it. Ignore all of this other redstone here for just a moment. I'll explain what it is. But yeah, if we stand on this piston, you can see that I can kind of drop down when I'm standing right here. That means the skeletons will actually be able to swim up a little bit past that. So I might switch it out with a sticky piston as soon as I get a slime ball, which probably won't be too hard. I can probably go get one, and then just put it right back over there instead of right here, and that should work just fine. But what this is all over here is this is actually the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to switch it between AFK and XP farming mode. So I'm going to be able to actually XP farm from these skeletons, and I'm going to be able to AFK. This lever is actually what's going to switch it back and forth. So if I switch it, it's actually switching these two pistons. So you can see it might be easier if I stand up here. If I flick that lever, that one extends, that one retracts. And it's really simple redstone here. Just got this torch, which is kind of inverting the signal. What this is going to do is I'm actually going to have a water source sitting right here, and depending on how this is switched, either they'll flow this way down to the XP farm area, which is just right here, and it says see ya, or if I have it the way that it is right now, it's actually going to flow them this way, and it'll flow them into a lava blade that will just kill them. And from there, when it's on AFK mode, I'll actually have hoppers that'll pick it up and run it down all the way over into the chests right there and over here. I'm actually going to sort it out as well. So I'm going to have bones go over into there and arrows go into there. And all of the armor, all of the extra armor I get, I'm actually just going to throw away into a probably just lava or something. But yeah, that's how we're going to do it. Why don't we go ahead and get started here. Now, I didn't grab the lava, unfortunately, but that's okay. We can get everything else kind of put in place here. One thing I need to do is I actually need to get a couple things. One being, oh, I've got the slabs. I need to make some of this, though. Cobblestone walls. There we go. I just need one of them. Okay. And let's see. So one thing, though, is on the roof, they're actually going to be slabs all the way across just like that, except for the one that they fall down, and yeah. So they're going to fall down from up there. This is actually lined up for where the other stream is on the farm. Let me run down here and I'll show you real quick. So you can see that this is what this looks like. All the water's pushing them down here, and then this runs over this way. And now this block lines up perfectly where I can go up and then straight over, and it'll drop them into our little sorting system type thing that switches XP farming and AFK mode. Alright, so let's go ahead and throw the hoppers in. What we're going to do actually is we're going to bring the hoppers around this way. And so normally by default they're going to flow that way, and this will be the arrows, and anything else will go this way. The bones are going to go that way though. So what we need to do is we're actually going to set up an item sorter right here. Oh, whoa, hopper's eating me. Oh geez. Alright, let's break that. I was getting stuck in there. We're going to put an item sorter actually right here, so it's going to pull out any bones that it detects. Alright, so I'm going to whip one of those up real quick. You've probably seen these a million times. If you haven't, I'll show you once I'm done throwing this together. So let's go ahead and build that right here. Boom, there it is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually fill up, with this slot with something else, something that's not going to get into the system. I could just rename, cobblestone or something like that, put it in there. And then the first slot is going to be bones. I can just put one, and then this thing will run. It'll only be able to pick up bones through this. Anything else will actually flow that way, where the hoppers are pointing. So if it picks up some bones, it'll go down into here, and once it fills up enough, it'll turn off that torch, and items will flow along this way. So let's go ahead and find where the hoppers need to go. It's going to be right here. So we're just going to go ahead and throw the hoppers down. One's going to be right there, there, and there. Alright. And we just need to hook up those hoppers all the way over to here. Alright, there we go. So everything will flow along down here and go into the chests. So we've got that set up. I just need to actually fill in the sorter, which I haven't done yet. Now let's go ahead and bring all the items over on this side. Alright, so I built the second sorter. It's over here. This is the second area that we're going to hold something. I don't know if it's bones or arrows yet. We can figure out what we want to put later. But yeah, the sorter's going to go right here. I'll fill up, with some block that can't be, that won't be in the system. And then I'll put like the bone or arrow in the first slot. And then those will flow down in. Anything else will flow over the top. And let me show you where everything will end up. If it doesn't get sorted in, like it doesn't fit in either of these chests, it's something else besides bones or arrows, or even if we're overflowing with bones or arrows, it'll just flow over the top into here, and this is going to be connected to a hopper underneath that will automatically throw away items. So the cool thing about this is I'll be able to, from the inside, I'll be able to put anything in here that I want to throw away, and it'll just throw that away for me. Alright everybody, let's chat. We've got some things to talk about, mainly about this episode. So, I've gone through and I have recorded today's entire episode completely, and even with the outro and everything like that. But the issue is, now I didn't forget recording, I've got all the footage, everything like that. But guys, I don't know why, but it just doesn't seem very interesting. It seems really boring. I don't know. I think it was just an off day yesterday. A little bit of earlier's footage was from that, but it's just not very interesting. I'm sorry. I'm just really boring, and I don't want to upload something like that. And on top of it, all of the work that I did on camera, it turned out to not really work. My whole idea for the skeleton farm didn't turn out the way that that I had planned, and I just kept running into issues, things like that. And so I totally changed the design, and I just worked a lot of it off camera. And so I've basically just completely built the skeleton farm, and it's done. It's completely done right now. Well, I guess there's a little bit of work to do as far as the room goes. So we're actually just going to do a whole grand reveal of it right now, and I'm going to go through and show you how it works. And, you might think that this is kind of bad, you're going to miss out on footage, but trust me. The old system that I had did not work very well, and what I've got now is working really well. I really like what I've done, what I've designed. So let's go ahead and go down here, and we're going to see what we've got here. So we're just going to say we've still got the little ladder system. We go down right through here, and did I just throw something? Nope, but here it is. This is the room, and we've got a little blue and white rug here. That's subject to change. I might change that up. But this is the room. You walk in. We've got it all open. We've got the nice glass window. You can see the skeleton spawning. It's actually on right now, which is cool. It's on the AFK mode, and I'll explain that in a little bit here. But yeah, over here we've got the enchanting station, just like the zombie farm. Same basic enchanting station. Some crafting tables and furnaces, whatnot. Some chests to store some extra stuff. I even got a bed right here because I kept wanting to sleep through the night. And we got an AFK zone, so if you want to come down here and AFK, you can stand in here and you'll be safe. Nothing can come get you. Even if for whatever reason something does spawn in this room, it can't get you from there. So the real meat of this thing is over in this direction. This is where all the good stuff happens. So you've already seen this room and the lights, how I can turn the spawning on and off. So right now the spawning's off because it's lit in there. And let's leave it at that just for now, because we're going to go through and take a look at different things. Now, first things first, all of the bones are going to be sorted inside of here. and we'll take a look at the wiring and everything from the backside. And all of the arrows are going to be sorted into here. So now they're filling up right now. You know what? Actually, before I go and take a look at everything from behind, why don't we just run the system, and I'll show you guys how, basically how to use the system. So you can tell things have changed quite a bit right here. Things look very different. For one, they're not just standing on one block. It's actually a 2-wide thing right now, and I'll show you why. You can see the lava is sitting right there, and it's always actually sitting right there instead. And we've got the half slab right there. So the way that I set this up is that when basically I punch them into the lava, they only touch the corner of the lava, and so none of their stuff actually gets burned. And I did tons of testing in a creative world, and this seemed to be the best way to do it. Well, we've got a few skeletons in here. Why don't we give it a test? So all we need to do is press this button. You can see that the piston retracts, and the lava gets taken out just momentarily while these guys fall down. So none of them actually get burned during that time, which is nice. And we've got the big group of skeletons right here. Now all we need to do is just punch them. You can see you hit them and they swim up and they get burned. Sometimes they come back down though, which is, you know, it's not too big of a deal because you can just keep punching these guys. They're going to jump up and get burned, and yeah, they're going to start dropping all their goodies and their XP, and it works pretty well. And what I've been doing, I don't have any kind of sorting system down here, and that's because you're just going to be down here manually killing them. So I thought, you know, you can just manually throw all your goodies in there as well. And yeah, we got this chest for armor and weapons. So that's how that works. We can switch it over to AFK mode, which actually takes them in another direction and kills them over there, and it automatically sorts all the stuff so that you don't have to worry about picking it up. But let's go ahead and turn this off because we're not going to want to do that right now. Let's kill these guys real quick though, and then we'll go back into the back and see how everything works. So I think we'll just go back through this way and we'll open that up. One thing that I can show you real quick is this bottom chest is actually a automatic garbage disposal type thing. So down in here we've just got, let's see if I can get to it. Oh, we got a skeleton down there. I need to throw a light down here, and I just broke some redstone. Okay, let's put a light down here. What did I break? There's a repeater. Gotta right click that. Okay, so there's just a dispenser that's facing into right here, which is just a hole that goes down into some lava. I had to put it down low enough so that it doesn't burn the wood. But yeah, we've got that just right there. So anytime there's an item inside of here, we can just throw some arrows in there. It's going to detect it and trigger this little clock, and it spits it out into the fire. It's not too, nothing too fancy or anything like that. Let's come back around here though. And first things first, you can see, well, where should we start? Why don't we start right from the controls? So, the controls, the button that you saw me press, that's actually on the other side of this. So when you hit that button, it turns on this redstone and it goes through a little clock basically. It basically turns on this dispenser so that it pulls the bucket of lava out. And then it runs through this little clock, and then delayed, you know, probably a few seconds later, it gives it another pulse and it spits the lava back out. So really when you press the button, it just sucks the lava in for a few seconds and then spits it back out. That's what this all does. And then at the same time, it also sends a signal over here. Now you really can't see it because it's all underneath. I didn't really set that up so I can show you guys too well, but it just retracts this piston during that time and then extends it when it's all done. And so that's how that works. It's nothing too complicated, but you know, I could show you. I probably will make a tutorial of this. I'm thinking, I'd like to get into making some more tutorials, and so this is something that I would like to make. And you know, maybe keep an eye out for that. If you definitely want a tutorial of that, leave a comment because I need to know if people will actually enjoy if I make a tutorial like that. It's just of this little system and, you know, all this stuff. So over here anyway, well, let's start from over here. This lamp right there, I'm gonna be running back and forth just so I can show you. But this lamp is the part where you can switch between AFK mode and XP mode. We got one more guy. There's a little straggler. Let's kill him real quick. But we can switch it over into XP mode, which is gonna bring them through this way. Now we've got it turned off, so they're not gonna come anymore. But yeah, we've got that off now. Let's run over back and you'll see where that actually turned off. So these repeaters come out of that block, which is the lever, and it goes into here. We've got this torch that just inverts the signal, and that comes over to this little system. I think I showed you this earlier actually when I was messing about things, and this just basically shifts, you know, one piston will be extended, one will be retracted. And I might be able to use some of these blocks to get up here. Maybe. I don't want a bunch of water to spill though. So how should I do this the best way? I'm going to try and put a block right here just so I can see, and that piston's extended so there's not going to be water that spills out of here. But there we go. So you can see this is extended, so right now they're going to head over in that direction, which actually puts them into our system. Over here, when it switches, that piston right here, if I can get up on top, this piston will be extended and this will be retracted, and the water will flow this way, push them into the lava, and we just have a hopper right there and a half slab right there. That half slab is so that it kind of bumps them up into the lava, so they stand into it. So let's follow over here real quick and I'll show you guys how this works. So really they'll just fall down in here, and we got a skeleton left over in there, but they just get pushed over into there, and then, you know, one will always be standing right here, but then the next one will always push them in, and we just got the fences to align them so they go right between these iron bars and the fences. So now I have to figure out my way out of here. This is going to be kind of complicated getting out and about around here. It's alright. There we go. And we'll put that right back there. And then that's pretty much it, really. Let's close this off. I'll just show you the item sorter real quick. So you've got the hoppers that go over into here, and we've got an item sorter. This is just sorting out the bones. And so the bones, once they get sorted through, they're going to follow along this path over here, over into the chests, which you can't see, but they're right back here. I might be able to show you. Yeah, you can see the chests are down in there. Let me throw a torch right there. And if it's not a bone, then it'll go along this line, and come over here, and this is where it picks out the arrows. And one thing I didn't realize when I was designing this is when it's AFK, you don't get any of the other drops. You don't get bows or armor, yet I made it so that it'll empty out into here. So I'm just using this as, you know, I can manually put the stuff in there. But when those are completely filled and stuff is still coming through this way, and it's trying to fill into here, then it'll actually go over the top and go down into that automatic dispenser, which is right down there. So that's really how it all works. It's kind of complicated, but I might make a tutorial just mainly of this type thing, plus the way that you can switch between AFK and XP mode. So keep a heads up for that. I'm going to work on a tutorial. And yeah, that is pretty much the system done. I just need to, you know, I need to install some lights in here, but I'm out of glowstone, so I need to get some more glowstone. I'm probably just going to do some lamps like that. Other than that, though, we are pretty much done with this skeleton farm. It works so good, and I am loving it. I really am loving it. I can XP farm here and get a bunch of levels, and I can just AFK just like that, which I have been doing actually while I do some video editing. So I can just AFK, stand in here, and collect a bunch of bones. I've already gotten, let's see how many bones I have. I've got all of these bones, plus I took about 9 or 10 stacks back home. So I've got plenty of bones, and we're gonna need to be making some kind of a wheat farm in the future. And I've already got a design for it. Most of you guys have already seen that wheat farm also, but it is awesome. It's such a good design that I would just love to build it again on this server. So I can't wait to have one of those. But I think we're gonna have to end the episode off here, because I've done tons of work off camera and even on camera. It's almost like I've spent time to record 2 episodes now. Which is kind of a bummer, but you know, it's alright, because as long as the video turns out the way I expect and the way I want it to, then I'm happy. I don't want to upload something that's subpar, something that's not too entertaining, and in the end doesn't really work that well either. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to leave things off there. One thing I want to mention though is the banner contest is still going on. I haven't gotten any submissions actually yet. So I would love to see if any of you guys can think of a submission for a banner for me to have as the official tooth pistol banner. Oh yeah, look at these depth strider boots. So awesome. But if you can think of any kind of a banner and make a design for it, send me a picture on Facebook or Twitter, and I'll check it out. And if it's the one that I like the best, then I'll use it as the official tooth pistol flag / banner thing. Other than that, though, that's basically everything for this episode. So I want to thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the video. If you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any Wow, I'm getting owned. Get out of here, skeleton. Subscribe to the channel, though, so you don't miss any future videos when I come out with them and when RoyalDezmo comes out with them, as well as tutorials that I might be making soon. And also just leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, because it definitely lets me know that you enjoyed the video and to keep doing what I'm doing. So we're gonna have to end things off though. I have lots of video editing to do actually, because we've got a whole big series coming out. I think the first episode just came out yesterday or 2 days ago, Diversity 2. Haha. So go ahead and check that out. I've got lots of those videos that I need to edit though. So I'm gonna get busy with that, and we will see you guys next time on MegaKraft. Peace out, everybody.